it is natural to become confused when looking through Jackie Chan's films, even after having already viewed them, due to the frequency with which the film's titles were altered on their way to the United States. To give an example, did the second installment of Operation Condor come out before the first? Is it true that Super Cop is an installment in the Police Story franchise? In any event, how many new police tales are there to choose from? The idea that you could just throw your hands up and pick any Jackie Chan movie from the 1980s, and the chances are quite good that it's going to be pretty darn good, is something that helps to relieve this problem. Chan's heyday ran from the late 70s through the late 90s, and fans would be hard-pressed to find a Chan film during that time that doesn't deliver the goods. Picking the best can be difficult, and not only because a list of Chan's best fight scenes would undoubtedly include different choices. The following are the top 5 of his best movies, as listed in this video. Number 5. Kung Fu Panda 3, 2016. 20th Century Fox is the distributor of the computer-animated martial arts comedy film Kung Fu Panda 3, which was released in 2016. The film was produced by DreamWorks Animation, China Film Group Corporation, Oriental DreamWorks, and Zhong Mingyuan Film, and it was distributed by 20th Century Fox. It is the third film in the Kung Fu Panda franchise and the sequel to the second film in the series, Kung Fu Panda 2, 2011. The screenplay for the movie was written by Jonathan Abel and Glenn Berger, and it was directed by Jennifer Nelson and Alessandro Carloni, who was making his debut as a feature film director. All of the actors from the previous films return, including Jack Black, Dustin Hoffman, Angelina Jolie, Lucy Liu, Seth Rogen, David Cross, James Hong, and Jackie Chan. In addition, Randall Duck Kim plays the role of Oogway from the first film. They are joined by Bryan Cranston, who takes over for Fred Tatasciore, who later became the voice of Master Bear, J.K. Simmons, and Kate Hudson, who play the characters of Li Shan, Kai, and Mei Mei, respectively. Tatasciore went on to become the voice of Master Bear. In the movie, he reconciles his relationship with his biological father and uncovers the presence of a hidden panda village. Nevertheless, he must quickly learn to master Chi to prepare the pandas for battle against Kai, a spirit warrior who is dedicated to eradicating Oogway's legacy. Number 4. The International Student, 2017. Did I just claim that Chan's best years came to an end before the start of the new millennium, and then I started this list with a movie that came out in 2017? Indeed, I did. This is late career Jackie Chan, and The Foreigner is a little light on the action, but it still has a place in this collection. Chan portrays an immigrant who put his questionable past in the past so that he could raise his daughter, only to have those talents come crashing back when his daughter is killed in a terrorist attack and he wants retribution. Pierce Brosnan stars in the film as a politician who was formerly a member of the IRA. While Brosnan's character's intentions aren't entirely clear, Jackie Chan's character is extremely determined to find those responsible. Martin Campbell, a director whose own career has produced more than a few action gems, strikes a balance between the plot, the characters, and the action to offer a thrilling story that packs an emotional impact. Even if the plot does not allow for large, entertaining set pieces, Chan delivers one of his most impressive emotional performances as a gloomy man who is driven by wrath and capable of unleashing hell. As a result, the action is all the more satisfying. The most satisfying kind of violence is cathartic violence, and when Cliff Martinez composes the score, it's like music to the action ears. Lovers. Number 3. The Eagle's Shadow is cast by a snake, 1978. Although it's the oldest movie on this list, Snake in the Eagle's Shadow definitely deserves to be here for several different reasons. Even though the narrative is fairly standard, a young man is verbally abused and physically assaulted until his dedication to his training enables him to become a fighting master. The film is nonetheless innovative. Not only is it the directorial debut of Yuen Woo-ping, a legend who would go on to choreograph fights in multiple Hong Kong efforts as well as The Matrix, 1999, and Kill Bill, 2003, but it's also the first time that Chan stopped trying to be something he's not and instead let loose with his style and personality. Yuen Woo-ping is a legend who would go on to choreograph fights in multiple Hong Kong efforts as well as The bare-bones tale is both ridiculous and brutal, and its only purpose is to serve as a framework on which to hang an exhibition of Yuan's choreography and Chan's physicality. As Chan's approach evolves to integrate more literal effects and motions from animals, the result is a show of control and precision that gives the impression of being easy. To that point, stick with the international versions, as they trim a nasty little brawl between a cobra and a house cat. Number 2. The third chapter of the police story, Super Cop, 1992. The series now takes place on the mainland rather than in Hong Kong, but it is not the only significant change in this installment. After many years of women in Chan films serving only as props or punchlines, Chan finally works up the confidence in Super Cop to let one of them be an actual badass. After joining the mission, Michelle Yeoh demonstrates that she is just as capable of being a combatant and an action hero as anyone else. Both of them are skilled in humorous patter, which contributes to the dynamic and lively entertainment they provide. As the two protagonists go undercover to put a stop to a drug lord's enterprise, the movie provides the usual assortment of fights and stunts, which contributes to the overall impression that everything is scaled up. Stanley Tong, who appears to be more at ease with the blazing bombast than the nitty-gritty of the battle scenes, takes over as the director after Chan turns over the reins. There is a trade-off involved since some of the battles are edited in a way that feels less natural than others, but the end product is still an extremely engaging movie. Number 1. Drunken Master II, 1994. The majority of Chan's films from the 1980s and 1990s are current action flicks, but for this sequel to his 1978 blockbuster, he went back to his roots and made a classical period piece. In Drunken Master II, Chan plays the role of the rambunctious son of a well-respected father once more, and it is his mischievous behavior that gets his family into problems. The plot of the film pits Chan's Wong Fei hung against British goons who are attempting to sneak Chinese riches out of the country, and it balances Wong's multiple fights against both the baddies and his father's continuing displeasure. Chan plays Wong Fei Hung. There are no less than 3 unforgettable set pieces that are accompanied by smaller bursts of pleasure. The action is endlessly spectacular, nasty, and stunning. At the beginning of the movie, Chan squares off against Lau Kar, Leung beneath a train and platform, both of which require the two to battle stooped over in confined spaces. The film follows their struggle. They eventually join forces for a renowned tea house brawl against dozens of assailants, during which they utilize every bench, chair, and pole that is available to them. During the final bout between Chan and Ken Lo, which is ranked among the top 5 in Chan's career, Chan gets scorched, beaten, and his face turns red as he consumes alcohol to the point where he is almost on the verge of exploding with wrath. How did you like the video? Do you like it? Leave your valuable comments in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube.